Today it's going to be an easy, quick pickled recipe. And quick pickling generally means you're not going to be going through the process to make something that's shelf stable. You know, those sort of jars of pickles that you can put in the pantry, not refrigerated. These are refrigerated pickles. And usually they'll last about a month in the refrigerator, but honestly, they get eaten much quicker than that. I did a pickled jalapeno video recently, and I think about 2 weeks ago, and they're almost gone. So that's what's fun about these. You get to make them, you get to enjoy them, and they're super simple to just make again. So our first step today is to get our brine ready. I have my little saucepan out here on my induction burner, and I'm going to add 1 1/4 cups of distilled white vinegar. Next comes 3 tablespoons of kosher salt and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, quick switch here. You see a different pot? My induction burner did not like the other pan. I thought I'd used it on here before, but apparently not. You can only use certain types of pans on an induction burner. It has to have ferrous metals in it, and I think that might have been an aluminum bottom pan, so I just totally forgot, so switched it out. I'm in my stainless steel saucepan here. And we're gonna get this going over some pretty good heat. And we wanna dissolve the salt and the sugar in our vinegar. Really wanna get all dissolved. Still see a few crystals there in the center. We're working on those. All right, as we can see, it's totally dissolved. There's no crystals in it. We're gonna kill the heat. I'm gonna transfer this now to a glass bowl. Now to this, I'm gonna add 2 cups of cold water. Just making sure everybody's dissolved here. Now this is gonna go chill in the refrigerator while we get the rest of our ingredients ready. So right here, I've got 7 Persian cucumbers, and really the number you're gonna need is just based upon the size of jar you're using and how many you wanna make. I also have 1 little Serrano chili pepper that's gonna go in there for just a little bit of heat. But let's get our cucumbers ready. Now I'm not doing these as like pickle spears. These are for hamburgers, so we're gonna slice these. I'm gonna take the ends off. Now you can use other kinds of cucumbers if you want to. Those old English ones usually come in sort of a plastic wrapper. Kirby cucumbers are good. These Persians are just very readily accessible where I live. And they're a good size for hamburger pickles. There we go. Whole bunch of pickle slices. Let's get our Serrano chili sliced up now. So all I'm gonna do here is remove the stem and the little sort of nubby end. And I'm just gonna slice this into rounds also. Just like that, that's what we want. All right, our brine is chilled. Let's go ahead and make some pickles. So here is the jar that I'm using. It's a quart jar. Cleaned it really well with hot water and in the dishwasher. And one of the things with this is you want to start with as clean a jar as possible. We're not canning in the traditional sense where you're going to have to use heat to sterilize it and it's going to be shelf stable. This is going to be in the refrigerator, but you still want to start with a jar that's as clean as possible. So I'm going to start filling this with my cucumbers and our other spices. Let's get some of these in here. And every once in a while I'm going to add some of the other spices we're using. Here's that Serrano. Now I'm going to add some fresh dill. I've got probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 dill sprigs in here. A couple more Serranos. I also want to put some garlic in here. This is some chopped garlic. I've got 4 cloves, and I'm probably going to use about 2 in this jar. And it looks like I probably will be using a second jar here, and that's fine. Now because I'm splitting this between 2 jars, the total I'm using of coriander seeds is 2 tablespoons, so I'm going to put about a tablespoon in here. And I have a teaspoon of mustard seeds. I'm going to put about half of those in here too. Now we're going to add our chilled brine. And if you run short on brine, you can top it off with a little bit of cold water. Just make sure everybody's down in there. We're gonna go ahead and get our lid on. These are gonna go in the refrigerator, and I'm not gonna taste them until tomorrow, so I'll bring you back when we have a taste of these quick pickled pickles. All right, we are 24 hours almost exactly later to when I put this in the refrigerator. So let's crack it open and let's have a taste. Let's dig down in here and get a pickle slice. Here we go. That is a good pickle. It is fresh, it's tasty, it's got all that nice briny, pickly flavor, really good crispness to it. This is good. I'm going in for another. I can't wait to put these on some hamburgers. And as I think I mentioned earlier in the video, these will keep about a month in the refrigerator, but snacking on them like this and using them for hamburgers, sandwiches, hot dogs, anything like that, you're gonna go through them quickly. So that's why it's nice to have this technique where you can just, make a jar a month if you're really into pickles. And if I wanted these hotter, I could have put not just those Serrano peppers in there, I could have put some red pepper flakes, lots of different things. This is a really nice way to enjoy pickles.